Alright, and welcome to the iRacing Sim Series. First time here in the booth, if you're just joining now.
Alright, and welcome.
Okay, that is, no,
iRacing Sim Series.
no. Yep, sorry about that. So, if you guys do not know, this is the iRacing Sim Series, and today, we are here for the main reason why I created this series, NASCAR. We've already done an IndyCar race. IndyCar will be further delayed at Indianapolis until we figure out what the bug is for. But tonight actually, will be the trucks at Daytona to kick off the NASCAR season. I'm excited. This is FP1. And as you can tell, I have really not prepared for this. Just got back, so definitely going to be very interesting. As trucks will be on their way, then after this we will have almost immediately right after Xfinity practice with those cars, still trying to learn everybody there and getting everybody in, so there will be a little 15 to 30 minute intermission there. And then we will try to have the Xfinity Clash today, and as well as that, just, you know, a few other things. Truck race will be today, which should be pretty interesting to go ahead and just watch out for that. As iRacing continues to load, we want to welcome you to the iRacing Sim Series. As we are now just back out here at Daytona, we do have a lot of these drivers ready to go now, and this is a perfect opportunity for some of these drivers. Keep in mind, this is Daytona, start of Season 2, and past Season 1 champion, oddly, is not racing this season. So it'll definitely be very, very interesting trying to see which drivers are gonna be racing and which ones are not. And looks like we have a couple of drivers out right now. The 40 of 8K just now pulling out of his pit stall, and I believe just gone in his pit box as well. So the 40 will be the first truck out on to practice. Keep in mind, it is a 30-minute practice session. And really, we don't know how these trucks are going to they're going to act, per se. We don't really know how they're going to do things. And I think that's one of the great mysteries here of today, here, truck series and all of that. So very, very good. And as we see that 40 out onto the track for the first time, what a beautiful truck, I gotta say. Sorry, let me move this so then you guys don't have to look at that. But I mean, what a truck, really. So definitely gonna be interesting seeing that. I mean, we have a lot of plans for today coming up. As we see that 40 just start to go ahead and take its first couple of laps here at Daytona. 3 minutes into the session already, just now getting in their first laps is 8K. Once again, will be the first driver to actually get out here, and you know, he's going to be in that 40 truck, so this scheme will just now load in just gone, and that 25 of Camry is out onto the track. That's going to be interesting to watch. Camry in that 25, never really thought he would be in the Chevy position in the truck series, but of course he is, and this is where it'll all be exciting. He's in the draft of Just Gone, so possible some type of pack race in here. I believe he will, try to pass him, but definitely going to be very, very interesting. Sorry about that. I am back as we see the 25 and the 1 of Just Gone, and that 25 of Camry just going down. Definitely going to be very, very interesting. And, seeing these mix of drivers just coming through here and them being side by side. We'll see if that slows them or makes them go faster. As let's take a look at Tubb in that 51 trying to get around the outside of the 24 of Connor. As you see the 18 trying to get out the way, and I think this is our first little pack. Now I think the 02 is who we saw down on the apron. That would be Cool Car Guy. So you see the KBM Motorsports working together on the high side, and that GMS 24 of Connor having to work on that low side. With the Toyotas definitely being pretty good this season, with a strong lineup for KBM. That's going to be very interesting to see as they have now kind of single filed out currently. Tubb just kind of sitting in second. They're catching up to that 4 of Florida Boy. So I think soon we could see all of these GMS, I mean, sorry, not GMS, all these KBM, jeez, I can't talk. All these KBM trucks, getting together and getting in one big pack. As, we already see 2 of them, and the third one just up ahead, about to join that pack, as they are side by side with the 24 right now. And so one of that GMS trucks just kind of staying in there for now. And another little pack that I am seeing is with 3 cars, the 56, as that 18, it looks like it's going to go ahead and pull in. So back to a 3-car pack, and let's go ahead and take a look at the 56 at Citrifari, 3 wide. So far, that's Comrade in the 43. You have the 25 of Camry, JustCon, and Citrifari, all right there. All just pack racing at Daytona. And this is some good racing. You see the 43 putting some good blocks, and JustCon right there. Let's see if that 56 can get a good push from the 25. Bumper to bumper, he does. Round the outside for that 56. We don't really expect anything else for the race, as that one gets dangerously close to that 43. Very close for those guys. But I mean, this is going to be big for a lot of these guys. Others, this is going to be like any other race. You see that 25 trying to make move. The 43 having to push that 56. 3 wide. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the race is just like this. These drivers are going to be very aggressive. Let's keep in mind, it is only a 50-lap race each stage. Only 10 laps. And you see the 25 and the 43 will both pull into the pits. And the 25 will get a bit loose on pit entry. And that's going to lead the 56 to lead out this pack now, as that pack will slowly die out the 40 in a little 2-car tandem with the 23 of Comrade. Keep in mind that used to be Colt, but Colt retired from the iRacing Sim Series. And here's another 3-car pack, the 51, 15, and 24. Used to be only that 24 of Connor and the 51 of Tubb, and now that 15 of BQ has gone ahead and joined along with them. A lot happening earlier on, and keep in mind, this is only the kickoff of Daytona weekend. After this Xfinity, then we will, I don't think the Xfinity Clash will happen. If it does, then it will have to be sometime after trucks or something like that. But I don't think the Xfinity Clash will happen at all. They're 3 wide. Here comes 18. That's going to force both of those cars on the high side to slow down. Not only the 15, but also the 24. Very, very interesting for Cam to merge onto the track like that with the 18 car. But now you have both of those KBM trucks back in that pack, and it's a 4-car pack now. The second 4-car pack of the day that we've seen, and Connor currently fastest. Then it's going to be Tubb, JustCon, Camry, Comrade, Citrifari, Cam. And that will be your top 7. And in 8K BQ Lizard, that'll be your top 10. So if you're not in that top 10, there's a lot of ground making up, as the 24 will get loose. And I think they're forcing it 3 wide here. Yes, they are. Look at the run that 51 is going to have. Down this backstretch, he has an amazing run. So does the 15. 24 is kind of left out there, as they are still 3 wide. Just going to be holding it here now. The 18 giving a wonderful push to that 15 up on the high side. Pushing is definitely going to be big, but with how the, that 18 is pushing, he's going to be the car that I want behind me in this race. BQ will cross the line first, and I think that'll be one of his actual good laps. Yes, it will. That will put BQ about 6th, Cam in 7th. Florida boy back in 11th. Florida does have some catching up to do with those, KBM trucks, his teammates, but he's currently out on single car runners. Citrafari side by side with that one of JustCon still. That's definitely going to be one to watch in Florida. Like I said, just back down here, just running some laps. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 24th Connor in this 3-car pack. Gets a little loose. I think that 18, yes, he's coming into pits. So Cam into the pits. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to stay out. He'll keep on running with this. I think the 24 and the 15 both thought he was going to come in. But he's going to stay out and keep right in with this pack. He even fooled me. But, if the racing like this is anything like we're going to see tonight, we have a race on our hands, really. 50 laps here at Daytona, and see the 18 move up on the 15 there. 10 laps into this practice session, and already what I can tell is these packs are going to be strong whenever they come around. They are going to be catching cars, and if you lose that draft, your night is almost over. As you can see, they're already catching up to Cool Car Guy and Lizard. Sorry, that's Lizard in the 23. So he will take Colt's spot in that 23 machine. So Lizard definitely going to be good in that GMS truck, as we could have a 5-car pack here if they catch up to Cool Car Guy and Lizard, which would basically be the majority of cars out on track right now. As this battle is going on, let's take a look at the 40 of 8K. He's just still there with JustCon, and back to BQ leading this pack off. Really, it's kind of been non-stop with them. You see the 23 of the 02, they've caught up to each other, and they are just ahead of this pack. If they stay side by side like this, this could go really bad, really fast for some of these drivers. You see the blimp cam brought to you by iRacing, as that 18 is going to try to power through that inside lane. Keep in mind, 3 cars. Look at the 02. He's stuck in the middle. Are we going to see 4 wide here? No, only down to 3. I saw the 18 looking. The 24 is going to give that push to the fellow Chevy up there. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to his teammate, as they are really, really good. Let's go ahead and let's get to our helicopter cam, who will be following these drivers around the track. And the 02 moves up. And look at this. They're going to have to get out the way. That gives the inside to the 24 now. As let's go ahead. Let's do NASCAR. Crank it up. So that is about a lap in NASCAR. Crank it up with the truck series. Sorry about the volume at the start. We got it all fixed and all that. So definitely very, very interesting on how these new trucks sound with, all of that. Connor stuck in the middle. 3 wide now. And you have cars getting out of the pits, getting into the pits, and that 23 will move off. And I believe 1 car leaves and the next joins, and they are catching that 45 of Josh, making his first ever career start in the iRacing Sim Series. And actually, I believe we do have a few new people into the iRacing Sim Series Truck Series. And that will be Cam. So, Cam, 8K, and Josh all making their first ever iRacing Sim Series start in the Truck Series, at least today. And the 45 gets loose. The 45, that is Josh. We were just talking about him. Of course, these cars are a lot to handle, as we're going to see him stay in the draft, though, and that will not be an issue. As let's take a look further up. Citrafari just right there behind Connor. The 02 trying to take a look, see if that third lane is going to work. The 24 is going to go up there to block, and that's going to force them 3 wide. Oh, and look at that 45. They are 3 by 3 here at Daytona. Inside working out pretty strong. But on the outside, that's going to work right off exit. Do we see anyone trying to make any heroics and trying to make it 4 wide? I see the 15 looking in. There's not a gap. They're squeezing them to the high side. And look at this pack racing. 24 is going to lead them off. The 23 is going to go down to block. They both get loose on the high side. 24 and the 12 both get loose. Maybe some partial wall contact, but I don't see any type of damage or scrapes on both of their cars. 15 minutes remain in this session, and I think this is going to be a good place. NASCAR side by side.
Heck yeah.
Game on, fellas. You guys are going down.
Oh, it's on now. Let's do this.
Are you guys sure you drive for a living?
You guys ever played a video game before?
Is that all you got?
Joey out of nowhere.
Dude, did you just put it in the wall? He's got me on the high side. Whoa, watch him low. Dang, Joey, you're smoking today.
Just like Kyle's car.
Thank you, cover boy.
And Joey's bringing the heat.
How are you so much better than us?
Hey, Kyle, is that NASCAR Heat Evolution?
Wait, who's playing the game then?
Eat my brake dust.
Pre-order now at NASCARheat.com. Rated E for everyone.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Wait, wait, wait! Wait!
Max.
Wait, wait, wait!
Maxwell,
Yeah?
you're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
As a DJ, I know all about customization. That's why I love Liberty Mutual. They customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need.
How about a throwback?
You got it.
Liberty, 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 I'll settle for something I can dance to.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Back to the iRacing Sim Series. While we were under that commercial break, we did see a bit of contact with the 56 and the 02 in turn number 3 and 4. They were forcing it 4 wide, and on the tri-oval, somebody got loose, and that's what caused it all. As we're seeing these guys start getting more dicey and dicier as this practice goes on, and Citrifari currently has the fastest lap over Connor, and Cole Garguy sneaking his way up there. And keep in mind, Juan is here. Their truck had a little issue getting here. He will be here for qualifying and the race, so not much practice for him. And that team has the 15 trying to go around the high side. Not much happening more towards the front of this pack, but a lot happening more towards the back. Look at the 43, you know, just getting in there down to the inside, and that will be his run, and he will now lead off this pack. And I don't know if you want to be leading or in the middle of this pack. Definitely not in the middle, because that is where all the chaos is, but definitely not in the back. The car that's right in the middle, that 24 of Connor in the middle lane and in the middle of the pack, definitely does not want to be there. Look at the 1. He's going to force his way just down to the bottom. And look at this. This is a, I want to say, 7 or 9 car pack. This is quite a few cars. 8 car pack, sorry. 8 cars all here. And to think that we have 16 that are me racing, so double this. It's going to be insane. Make sure you don't miss it. Today, 4 Eastern. The truck race, that is right, 4 Eastern. Get your schedules ready, because this is when it'll all go down later today. Keep in mind, IMSA practice should happen sometime between there too, because Roar before the 6 hour will be tomorrow. And make sure IMSA signups are still open. In the 56, 43, they're both getting way loose on older tires. That could have been catastrophic for everybody. Keep in mind, IMSA sign-up still open. That 24 is going to get down into the pit lane. Look at that 1 car of Just Gone. He's into the pack now. This is getting dicey on the bottom as well. See the 15, he's going to go up to block. They need to get around Zombie. Zombie's looking like he's going to hold his lane on the high side, and he will. That will leave Justcon having to push him. That is a ThorSport truck. I don't think Justcon very happy with him, but they will for sure. They're still in the draft, and they'll for sure get right back up there. And that 15 down to the bottom. BQ nowhere left for him to go. He's going to drop back to the end of that pack to 0-2. Now diving it down to the inside. Cool car guy on the inside, and that'll be Lizard just in the middle. See that pack trying to catch up further back as, you know, we have a great inside run. 5-4, something like that. And, I mean, they're back to racing now. This is back to one full pack. And IMSA, keep in mind, roar before the 6 hours will be tomorrow. And that will happen at 1 EST. And we have quite a field, but definitely a lot more mixing up could definitely happen. I believe 5 DPIs, 3 GT3s, and 1 LMP2. So definitely a lot that can happen. But keep in mind, LMP3s are still a thing, so somebody could definitely still sign up for that. As this pack is only getting bigger, that inside stacking up a whole lot now caught up to Florida. And look how big this pack has gotten. Everybody's shaking it up right here. They're trying to find which line will work best for them. And that 23 is just able to squeeze him. But no, the 0-2 is going to give him the bumper. Moves him up to that middle lane. Will the high line work here at all? You see them pushing Zombie. Oh, the 15 up there. He'll save it. Wow, big save by that 56. And that 15 shot up the track. Let's get an instant replay of that. As this big pack, if anything happens, we will let you know. Connor falling off. He's out of the draft currently. I believe Connor involved in that accident. Let's go ahead. Let's see what happened. Was that with the 43 at all? Look at this. The 4, he's scooting up 43. No, 15 just moved up on his own. I don't see Connor in this pack at all. Cars coming in, that's the 12 to 15. So a lot of these guys are in this pack involved in that last crash, that little contact there. They will go into the pits this time in the 4, the 43. That gets close. Some big, you know, mistakes here can really wind up to be the end of somebody's race. And keep in mind, this is only practice. 8 minutes remaining in this practice session. Lizard fastest. BQ back by 1,000th of a second. Then it's going to be Cool Car Guy in third. Your top 10, Lizard, BQ, Cool Car Guy, Josh, Justcon, Citrifari, Comrade, Connor, 8K, and Florida Boy. That will be your top 5 for today's practice so far. I mean, there's still 7 minutes. If you can get a good a good push from somebody, you can get a lot better of a time than what Lizard, BQ, Cool Car Guy, what they've done. So definitely going to be very, very interesting. And that 88 gets a bit loose. He's trying to decide which lane he should go in. And apparently he found the one that he thinks was right. As a little bit of smoke just up ahead. BQ getting back out onto the track. He's unfortunately going to miss the merge of this pack. But who knows, it could be a lot faster. Up ahead, you have the 25 and another car. I want to say that's Tub. Up ahead, they are in the middle of 3 and 4 right now, so might catch them, might not. But like I'm saying, IMSA, it's going to be very, very exciting. You have, you know, multiple of these, you know, different types of car packs and different car classes. So keep in mind, IMSA sign-ups are still open, and they will be open all the way to the 6 hours, but keep in mind, if you do not get in before the 6 hour, your rating will be a 98 instead of 100, and it'll only stay 100 if you attend at some point during the 6 hours. So, attend during the 1 hour. So definitely a lot more chance of mistaking. Here comes the 1. Will he push the 88? No, he's gonna actually go up high, push the 45 of 8K, I want to say. Still having to learn all these names and new drivers, new faces in the truck series, and new cars. For example, Lizard in that 23. I'm used to saying Colt, but that is Lizard in that 23. A lot of cars still in the pits and more incoming into the pits. So a lot of these guys out there. As we have a 3-car pack. Some of these guys just now coming in and all of that. And actually, This is going to be pretty intense. They're catching the 25 because he is just side by side, I want to say, with Tubb, and he has been for quite a while. Yep, they are just up here, and the other pack just back here. So definitely it's going to be interesting seeing these guys catch up, as Florida Boy now will just be in second in line. And let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what the spotter will see in one lap, and how difficult it is to see if somebody's clear on the backstretch or not, as they're catching. These spotters are going to have to work hard right now, because they got to see what lane they have to go to and who they're going to push. And it seems like the inside, outside, inside for those guys. They're about splitting the middle. Look at that 51. He's going to move up. That makes a 5-car pack. Look how hard it is to kind of tell if you're clear or not. Now, right here, it's head on. You can see that pretty well. But once you start getting into blind spots like this, it's harder and harder to tell if you're clear or not. Now, you know, of course, you can still see it, but it's definitely going to be a lot harder as a spotter to call that in real time with more cars in a pack. And half are going to split bottom. To actually going in, the 45 is going to try to maybe draft with the 43, but he's not able to. And that is a lap with the spotter and what they see. So definitely very, very mixed from what we see as the fans and the announcers. 4 minutes remaining in here in this final truck practice. Keep in mind, IMSA practice will split up the NASCAR, so maybe a 15-minute intermission, and then we will have IMSA practice. Expect it maybe 1:45, and keep in mind trucks do race at 3, so maybe Xfinity practice after trucks, but definitely be very interesting. Keep in mind only one practice for everybody today, and then next week, of course, we will have multiple practices for IMSA, as next week IMSA will be the only series running here at Daytona. Maybe a few pop-up series, of course, but nothing too much other than just a kind of one-off race for those guys. But definitely a lot of racing still to happen here today, as they're going to split it with the 18. 45 gets stuck behind, and keep in mind, top 10 has not really changed much at all. Let me go ahead and repeat the top 10 here, as it is Lizard, BQ, Cool Car Guy, Josh, Just Con, Citrafari, Comrade, 8K, Connor, and Zombie. Being in that top 5, I think Zombie just slid in, and Florida is out. But Beast currently slowest by quite a margin to the leaders, about 4 seconds. I don't think Beast has gotten into a pack yet, as this is still the main pack running. 3 minutes to go. I think this pack has been going for a strong while. I mean, definitely, it's been going on for about 18 minutes, and, you know, I don't think we have one car that's been in this pack this entire time. Maybe it's the 45, but, I mean, you've seen cars pull in, pull off, and merge in with the pack and all that, so very interesting to see how long this kind of pack has been going for, and we've just been able to jump around drivers, of course. But definitely going to be very, very interesting. Let's take a look at the pack with the 15 little 2-car tandem. I believe that is the 12 of Hunter, aka Beast. And sorry, that is the 02 Cool Car Guy and BQ. So Cool Car Guy, BQ, Lizard just behind him. And then you have Connor just behind Lizard. He's trying to catch up. And then way back, Just Con. He's just getting out onto the track. That's going to be Camry. He's on a flyer. The 40 is kind of pulled. He's just ahead. So that's 8K. Who's in the 45? Is that 45 is going to jump out? So the 45 is not 8K. Who is the 45? That's Josh. So Josh definitely doing a very good job today. As you see 8K getting out onto the track. I believe I see a bit of damage on that left-hand side. Yes, I do. Hit a damage for him, I believe, with previous contact, but let's check where that damage came from. I think he might have had it for a while. No, he pulled in, so I mean, let's kind of check it. Maybe was he involved in that, you know, multiple car kind of pile up in 1 and 2? Yeah, I mean, it really just it looks like this lap is where he got the damage. So let's go ahead and look at it. Maybe a shot into the wall. Nope, not like that. So 30 seconds remain in the session. So don't know where he got that damage from, but definitely interesting. That could slow him down a lot. They're catching slower traffic coming on their white flag for this group and white flag for that 25 as well. So if there's lap traffic ahead of you, I don't think you're going to be able to set a faster time unless you can get away from him. They're trying to get in his draft now, as this is when they will be the most aggressive. They're all trying to get in their best lap. And the 40 and the 43, that's going to be very tough to say that they're going to get a good lap in. Maybe the 43 now that he's not going to be able to, he's not going to be held back. Are they going to push it 4 wide? No. Thought I saw it, but I did not. And look at the 43. He's going to dive it down to the inside. 40 is just edging out just ahead of him. The 4 does not have any type of help. The 51 will go ahead up high instead of pushing his teammate. Now he's going to start looking low, trying to help that 4 as here they come. And that 43 is going to get into the pits, coming to the line. The 40 is going to send off this pack. 25 getting very, very close. 3 wide at the line with all the KBM trucks. And that will be your practice. And actually, there are still cars coming across the line. We have a little 3-car pack here. Zombie merged in with these guys. So that 15 is going to go ahead and come in. That 12, Zombie, he will cross the line. And the last car to cross the line now will be Connor. And he will actually cross it in the pits. So practice will be just over now, as we'll have Lizard become fastest. This is going to be BQ, Cool Car Guy, Josh, JustCon, Citrafari, Comrade, 8K, Connor, and Zombie. And then rounding out Florida Boy, Tub, Cam, Camry, and Beast. And then, of course, Juan with his car issues. He will be here for IMSA, but also the truck race. And hopefully Xfinity. So that rounds out truck practice. Keep in mind, at about 1:45 Eastern Standard Time, maybe about 1:50, possibly going into that 2 point, we will have IMSA practice here at Daytona, switching to the road course configuration in the meanwhile. As I want to thank everybody for coming here and watching Truck Series practice. Up next, IMSA practice at Daytona. And we will see you then.